Welcome back, OGs, and hello, newcomers. In today's video, I am joined by my husband because he got a deal on some RC cars. Why don't you tell us about the deal, how much you paid, and where you got them from?
All right, so these little things, they're little RC buggies that are a mini version of a 1/10 scale from back in the 80s. I got them from Horizon Hobby online for $180.
So, that's a deal. What would you rather, usually pay?
So they normally run that much, but for one.
Just one?
Yeah.
That's why it was such a deal?
Yeah. So this was a end of summer deal, and it was buy one, get one. So definitely had to nab it up.
Okay, so far we're just showing off the box. Definitely pause if you want to read anything or look at anything. So do take the time to pause. And if you wanted to rate these, because we've played with them and looked at them, out of 5 stars, what would you rate them?
Oh, definitely 5.
All the way 5 stars.
Yeah. So which you can see by the box art here. So the car that's actually pictured is the color combination that was on the box from the 80s in the kit, like unassembled kit you had to put together. And it's what the guy actually raced too in this color scheme. So
wow.
Yeah, so that's really neat. The box does actually go over some brief history about how the racing was back then, and on the side of the box here you can see all the details of the car itself, and they replicate it very well. Big note is the rear suspension is very interesting for back then. It's actually a 5-link, meant to handle a lot of rough terrain. The tracks that they raced on back then weren't groomed and as smooth as they are now. So this car had a lot of what is that? A lot of leg up on the competition as far as handling and.
Yeah, because we were accidentally putting him in the grass, and we had some gravel that we were jumping and stuff like that, and it didn't seem to phase the car at all. And you even mentioned when you went over that little black strip in front of that new house that's getting built around us, you said, "Whoa, look at that suspension." You noted that, you're that's working.
Yeah, they did a really good job tuning the shocks and the springs.
Yep.
And the weight of the vehicle, and even the electronics and what powers it. The little motor and the little 2-cell battery, 7.4 volt battery.
I really like the rear wheels and the spikes on them and how big they are.
Yeah, and it's all accurate. Oh yeah, back to the history real quick. You can see on the side of the box here. These are the tracks that they raced on. These guys would go out there with shovels and rakes and
it's just dirt. Dude, that's brutal.
It's just dirt, and depending on the location, right, in a different state, north, south, east, west, you're gonna have some tracks had clay, others had more gravel, black dirt, red dirt. So the suspension tuning on these was very important, so that you could actually be competitive and race.
Yeah, see all this? You guys might have to pause and read these things. What's that black and white photo? Do you think that was a hobby shop?
Yeah. So that photo was definitely the counter of a hobby shop. I remember when I was younger, being in front of these counters, they'd be glass in front. They'd have chargers, nitro engines. They actually ran off fuel. They'd have all kinds of parts and everything. Oh, here I am.
Yeah. That's just you unboxing it, because I wanted, that's really important in videos, is to have people unbox it and show you. So yeah, he got these colors. Did you specifically pick my pink out for me? That's so cool. I really like my car, and the husband, you have not ripped your stickers off and redecorated for yourself, but I just wanted to make sure that mine was all stickered up and tagged up with really cool stickers for the video. So that's why I did that. But eventually you will probably put your stickers on there.
I'm
and
sure
stuff.
I'll customize mine a little bit.
And
little bit
then
more
there's like a
later, but
manual and everything. This is
yeah.
everything that comes in the box besides the car. And we're going to zoom in on it. You tell them what I'm holding.
Yeah, all right. So this is probably the most comprehensive, ready to run that I've ever had, all the way down to it even has batteries for the transmitter, right?
What's this thing?
So that right there is a bind plug. So this is what's used to connect the transmitter to the receiver and actually link the vehicle to the controller. They do that from the factory, but if something happens, they give it to you just in case. But it's got everything. It's got the batteries for the transmitter. It's got the battery for the buggy itself. This right here is a little charging cable. So it just powers off of a USB port. Plug it right into the balance plug on the battery itself.
And that little baggie just had like Allen keys and like some kind of wrench.
Yeah. Back to that real quick. Yeah, you've got 2 different sized Allen wrenches that actually work on the car, so that's nice. And a 4-way hex wrench, so you can take the wheels off, and some nuts, and like the suspension bolts and shit.
And like they gave you stickers and stuff too.
Yeah.
And then here's the manual and everything. And then we just kind of like flipped inside of it and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a nice manual. Couple different languages, but they do give you a parts breakdown. They give you an exploded view. That way you can reassemble it, make repairs, understand how it works.
Mm-hmm. I really like the remote control with the wheel to turn. It makes turning very easy.
So for a small, compact transmitter for a ready-to-run vehicle like this, it has a lot of nice, is the basic features that you need, but it doesn't feel cheap. The throttle trigger feels nice. It's got a nice tension on it. When you apply the brake, it feels good. It's got a nice foam wheel. A lot of them don't have that foam on the steering wheel. A lot of them are just straight plastic.
Yeah, and I like the foam.
Yeah, so
protected.
Yeah, so it's comfortable too, and it gives you a better grip. And the tension on the wheel is nice too. A lot of transmitters don't have nice tension on the wheel, so you don't get good feedback. And that feedback that you feel in the transmitter is very important for driving, because that's all you got.
Is it easy to take that battery in and out?
Yeah. I do recommend, like you saw, needle nose pliers, because small vehicle means small body pins. So that's you have to be careful with that. But otherwise, everything's meant to be.
Mm-hmm. And then I just got some basic stickers that I thought would be really cool. It was kind of hard because, you don't find little RC car stickers every day. You'd have to like research. We just have like this little printer for stickers, so I was like custom making them.
Yeah, no, and it's more so, all the decals are gonna be, RC brands and things like that.
Yeah,
so,
I just chose a lot of Japanese things because I like Japanese stuff.
Yeah, no, this is more personal, anyways.
Yeah, yep.
Because with a lot of brand stickers and things like that, it can just look like a race vehicle then.
Oh yeah, like sponsors. Like I would almost put 7-Eleven on here.
Which if you're going for that, that's cool,
Yeah.
But that's kind of the status quo, like how we were just looking at, a track, right? And racing. It's all these buggies are gonna look like that, but with different number tags.
And because
on them,
we both had one, we were outside. They weren't on the same frequency, so we had no problems running them at the same time.
Yeah. So this day and age, so back in that history, right, you actually would have to pick channels and frequencies that you would run on, so you wouldn't interfere with other drivers and actually start controlling theirs. So, but now these things are running on a 2.4 gigahertz frequency, so very similar to like Wi-Fi bands and cell phone bands. They run a protocol that switches channels multiple times, so they never interfere. So they're pretty good about.
And like you can control the speed, right? We were controlling our speed.
Yeah. So not only are they proportional throttle and steering, which means more or less input on the steering, one way or the other. Same with throttle and brake, right? But the transmitter actually has a selector on the back that limits the speed. So you can have 50%, 75%, or 100%. So if someone's new, right?
Like me.
And you don't want to, or you have a small space, right? You don't want to end up ripping full speed, because these things can do almost 20 miles an hour. It's kind of impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like it's, 17 to 19, depending on, how much voltage you have.
We were doing this little rocking it to make these noises. It was like how we were communicating with each other. Like we were using, what are they called? Manholes as like checkpoints. And every time we had to touch the manhole with the car and like shimmy the thing to make the noise.
The steering.
And then you got a little jump because we don't have a ramp yet. But overall,
it was like a little mini game for us.
Right. We really enjoyed it together. And if you guys have any comments, any questions, leave us a comment and I will try to have him answer as much as he can, or anything that I can answer for you. Definitely subscribe just in case he gets more toys like this. That will open it up for a new fan base. So like we'll get more things that are more, for guys too, not just everything being girly and stuff on my channel. Thanks guys for watching.